tutorial, I'm going to show how to crochet this easy retro daisy granny square daisy cardigan, and you can also find the squares tutorial on my channel, and I'm also going to link it in the comments. About 8 inches, and you can use any yarn color you have at hand, and you can use as many colors as you want just to create a colorful cardigan. As you can see, I've used different colors. And I have used 100% acrylic ZK yarn and a 4mm crochet hook, although for the ribbing I'm going to use the 3.75mm crochet hook, a scissor, stitch markers which are optional, and measuring tape which is going to be optional also. And for the edges, as you can see, I have just used a different yarn color, but you can pretty much use any yarn color you have, either the same yarn color for each square or different ones. But for me, I've just used one color to make my edges. So next, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to join these squares together. And when joining your squares, just try to make sure you are trying to play around your colors. Don't try to have the same color after each other. As you can see, this is just how I'm going to layer my squares, to make sure different colors next to each other. So, and I'm going to use this other color, and you can use any yarn color to join your squares, for as long as it's also having the same thickness as the one you have used for your squares. And I'm still going to use a 4mm crochet hook, and I'm going to join my squares using a single crochet stitch. And I'm going to start in this single crochet stitches in the corners. Since in each corner I have placed 2 single crochet stitches, so which means I'm going to start in one of them, just like that. Make sure you have made a slip knot, chain 1 to fully secure, single crochet back into that same stitch, grab the other square like this, into this first single crochet stitch also for the first corner for the other square like that. Make a single crochet into the next single crochet stitch, just like that. So now just continue making single crochet in each stitch, and remember you must grab both loops for each square, just like that. So just continue making single crochet in each stitch all the way until the end. Once you reach here, I'll come meet you here to come show you how I'm going to add this extra 2 squares to these ones. So once you reach here, just try to attach the next squares to the other one. Actually, just try to look also for the chain 2 spaces in the corners, like that. And just make single crochet like you have done for the previous squares, and just continue making single crochet in each stitch all the way until the end. Reach the end here, just chain 1 and you can cut off the yarn, because next you're going to join your squares across like this, and you're just going to use the same method you have used when you have joined your squares like this, all the way till this side, which consists of 3 by 4 granny squares, of which is equivalent to 12 granny squares in total. So it consists of 2 by 2 granny squares, which is 4 granny squares in total for each sleeve, so which brings us to 8 granny squares in total for both sleeves. Front panels, so which means each front panel consists of 1 by 4 granny squares, which means a total of 4 granny squares per front panel, and both front panels consist of 8 granny squares in total. Join your 5 pieces together. Just try to make sure the back panel, the right side is the one that's facing down and the wrong side is facing up, and just try to put the front panels on top of it, with the right side facing up and the wrong side facing down. And I'm just going to join your pieces together the same way you have joined your squares together, and you can use any yarn color of your choice. And still you're going to use a 4mm crochet hook, so which means you're going to start here at the shoulder part, joining the front panel to the back panel like this, as well as attaching the other one on the other side, the other front panel to the other side here. To start, just make a slip knot, and like I said, you can use any yarn color. Just try to make sure that yarn you are using must have the same thickness. Start in one of the chain in one of the chain in those corners. Chain 1 to fully attach the yarn, then make a single crochet back into that same stitch. Try to work into this previous stitch where you have worked already. Then continue making single crochet in each stitch all the way until the end. And it's just the same procedure you're going to do on the other side to attach the other front panel to the back panel, and the same procedure you're going to use to attach your sleeves to the cardigan. Once you reach the end here, chain one and you can cut off the yarn. So for the other front panel, I'm actually going to do it off camera. So for now, I just want to demonstrate how I'm going to attach my sleeves. So just try to put your cardigan down like this with the wrong side facing down. So I can show you how I'm going to attach my sleeve to the cardigan. Like this. So which means one granny square for the sleeve is going to attach at the back panel and the other one is going to attach at the front panel. And you can pretty much start here all the way till the other side, or you can start from the middle going the other side first, and you can come again start from here going the other side down. It's very much up to you, whatever way you prefer. So just try to make a slip knot again. I'm going to start here on the front panel going all the way to the back panel. Always start in this previous stitch where you have already worked in this other one stitch here. Into the second single crochet in the corner also for the other granny square. Then just continue making single crochet in each stitch all the way till the end to make sure you have fully attached the sleeve to the cardigan. And you're just going to do the same thing on the other side, of which in my case the other side I'm actually going to do it off camera. So just go ahead doing that all the way until you have fully attached your sleeve to the cardigan, which means the other side here is going to be attached to the back panel of the cardigan. Ribbing panel, I'm going to use a different yarn color, and to create the perfect invisible ribbing part, actually I'm going to make first round with a different color, which means the same color I'm going to use for my ribbing panel, and the same thing I'm going to do for all my edges. So let me just do the demonstration on my sleeves. Actually, to create my curves, just make a slip knot, and you can use any yarn color. For me, the reason I have switched to these colors because the other one I ran out of it. So now I'm just going to use this other one. So start in one of the corner like that. Chain one, and to do the ribbing panel, actually you can use the same crochet hook, or you can use a smaller one, of which if you are using a smaller one, try to use a 3.75mm crochet hook. So single crochet back into that same stitch, and just continue single crochet in each stitch all around. All the way till here. Once you reach the end here, just try to slip stitch on top of this first single crochet stitch you have started with to join your work. Next, to create a ribbing panel, actually just try to chain 6 or whatever number of chains you want, depending on how long you want your ribbing panel to be. And remember, this is the cuff. So in my case, I'm just going to make up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. Now you can either flip your chain like this to work into these back loops, or you can just try to work in these regular loops. So in my case, I'm actually going to flip my chain like this to work in these back loops. And actually to do so, I'm going to make a single crochet into this second chain from the hook. Just continue making single crochet in each chain all the way until the end. At the end, you must try to have a total of 5 single crochet stitches, and it's just the same number of stitches you're going to stick to throughout your ribbing panel for your cuffs. Just try to count to confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you have 5 stitches. Next, just try to slip stitch into these first stitches. skip this next stitch, slip stitch into this next stitch. The reason behind I just want my cuffs to be a bit close to each other. Chain 1, chain your work. Now you're going to work in back loops. So single crochet into this first stitch, but only into the back loop. Then continue making single crochet in each stitch, but only in back loops all the way until the second last stitch. Into the last stitch, actually you're going to work in both loops to avoid your work from overstretching. Single crochet in both loops like this, and just remember to stick to 5 stitches. Chain 1, chain your work, and just repeat. Single crochet into this very first stitch from the hook, but only into the back loop, and just continue doing that all the way until the end. For the edgings for the cardigan sides, actually I have just done the same thing I have done for my cuffs, whereas I first went on with 1 row of single crochet stitch across, of which I have started at the bottom part of the cardigan and across. So which means this single crochet, it went along all around the cardigan, bottoms part of the cardigan as well as front panels without cutting the yarn all around. So next we're just going to start making the ribbing panel, of which you're going to start doing so at the bottom part of the cardigan here. The bottom part first before you start working on your front panels to create your sides of the cardigan's ribbing panel. First we're just going to work at the bottom part of the cardigan. So now just try to slip stitch on top of this first single crochet stitch you have started with to join your work, and you can chain 6. Then just try to flip your chain like this so you can work in this back loop, and you're going to start into this second chain from the hook. So make a single crochet there, and I'm just going to do the same thing you have done for your cuffs, but for this one you're not going to skip so many stitches, because for this one you don't want it to be so close to each other like for your cuffs. Just try to make sure you have a total of 5 stitches here. Try to slip stitch into this first stitch as well as into the next stitch, but for the side of the cardigan and the front panels you're not going to skip any stitches when you're slip stitching here. So that one is only going to be done on your cuffs. Chain 1, chain your work. Now try to work into this very first stitch from the hook, but only into the back loop, and just continue making single crochet in each stitch back loop until the second last stitch. Into the last stitch, try to grab both loops to avoid your work from overstretching. Just try to work at the bottom part of the cardigan first before you start working on your front panels to start making your front panels ribbing panels. Chain 1 and just repeat doing that all the way until the end here on the other side here at the bottom part of the cardigan, because next here I'm going to show you how you're going to adjust from the bottom part of the cardigan to work on your front panels. Here, which is at the bottom part of the cardigan for the other side, just chain 1 and you can cut off the yarn. And next, since you're going to make the front panels, so which means just make sure when you are making your ribbing panels, always try to make with the wrong side, the one facing you like this, and with the wrong side facing you like this, and the right side facing the other side. Next, like in my case, since I don't have this purple yarn color anymore, so which means to work on the front panels, I'm actually going to start making also again one row of single crochet with another color that I'm going to use. So which means I wasn't supposed to make this one row with the purple color only if I knew that I would still be having, only if I knew that I won't be able to have this enough purple color. So which means next I'm going to make a single crochet all across, but I have to start into this first stitch for the ribbing panel of the bottom part of the cardigan. From here, single crochet all the way until the other side here, at the other side of the bottom part of the cardigan here, single crochet. Then from there I have just to make a ribbing panel the same way I have done for the bottom part of the cardigan without skipping any stitches. Like I said, for the skipping stitches part, it's only for cuffs. So just make a slip knot and you're going to start in this stitch here at the bottom part of the cardigan. Chain 1 just to fully attach your yarn, then make a single crochet back into the same stitch and just continue making single crochet in each stitch all the way across until the other side of the cardigan.